Searching to learn something new, conduct research, or just find a quiet place to read? If that's the case, the new Georgetown and West Bay libraries offer that and much, much more. The recently renovated facilities open to the public and expanded way beyond books.
Many of the policies will remain the same, but the big change that people are going to see in the library service over the next few months is going to be the expansion of the library's IT provision. Not only have we introduced a lot more computers and a lot more computer service in the library, but the library operations itself will go online over the next couple of months. And that means that patrons who want to see what the library has to offer, who want to reserve books, who want to renew books that they may have out, will be able to do all of that online in the comfort of their own homes. We're also looking to expand our local collection. We've already done a lot of work in that area, purchased a lot more books. If someone wants to find out about the Cayman Islands or about the region, the library should be the place that they go first. But more and more just meeting the needs of the community, listening to what the community has to say, and finding out what they need.
The library service added innovative summer programs such as Toddler Rhyme Time, a young writers group, and an online book club. People will improve literacy in stylish spaces and tranquil atmospheres. In West Bay, the building salutes the district's seafaring heritage.
We have the blue and the carpet that represents the ocean, the beige that represents the beach sand. Our walls represent the different stages of sunset. And we have our computer center that represents the old jetty or the dock. This is the cert desk here. This is the story area where the children come and have story time.
The best thing I like about the building is the boat. I think whoever built it should get the respect for doing this for us in West Bay.
I like this library because it has more variety of books that we can choose from. I volunteered because I used to work in my school library and I enjoyed the experience. So since this opened, I decided to come and help out here as well.
As a young person, I've seen the need for children to receive more attention, especially in learning, and right now is a special time in their lives that they need the attention to grow. They need people who will invest time in them. And reading is a very important part of their growth process. And some of the children are not as strong as others, and we find it important that we need to invest time in those particular children to help them. We talk to them about some of their reading issues. If they're not strong at reading, they can tell us, and we'll help them along. If there's something that they don't understand how to spell, we'll help them with their spelling. We read with them all the books that they want to read. We also help them learn what the moral of stories are, just to give them a more comprehensive idea of what they're reading. It doesn't make sense to read to them and say, do you understand what this story's about? And they're like, no. They're like, okay, let's move on to the next book. We just try to move through thoroughly.
The buildings will be used as training facilities as well.
UNESCO talks about public libraries as being the community's gateway to knowledge. If we consider that aspect of a library, that a library is more than just books to read for pleasure, but a library is where anybody can go for free and access to the collective wisdom and knowledge of the world. A library is your portal to education, not just education through school, though of course libraries support the work of the school as well, but any kind of learning that you want to pursue. So there may be things that you're interested in that you never learned in school, maybe they didn't exist when you were in school, but you can find out about them at your local library.
So take, for example, the training initiatives that we're currently researching. Those initiatives are not going to all be able to be provided for at UCCI because there's a limit as to the amount of people we can physically hold at UCCI either in the day or evening. And so using libraries and the provision of service of libraries is going to be crucially important to us. We could, for example, use the libraries in the evenings for volunteers to teach older and young people soft skills such as interviewing, dressing for success. You would be amazed the feedback we're getting from the private sector as to some of the skills gaps that we have in our people, not only young, but also older people. And so during this economic downturn, we're going to use it to really retool Caymanians. We're going to uplift the standard of training and the quality of employees that we provide to the job market. Libraries form a crucial part of that.
Libraries are located in each of the 5 districts, as well as Cayman Brac, and they're open 6 days a week.